I'm the kind of guy who really likes lore. I will spend hours and hours on Wikipedia or TV tropes just to understand characters' relationships with each other, their likes, dislikes, trivia, everything. So when I finally decided to give Valhalla a try, I was coming, and that's not just because of the porn. Valhalla is a visual novel whose plot isn't based around some narrative where you're part of an overarching quest or trying to mana transfer with a bunch of servants and a dude. It's a game where you play as the background character interacting with other background characters. And it is because of this premise that separates Valhalla's from other VNs I've played. There is no real story. Most of Valhalla is spent as the NPC bartender Julian Stingray listening to other NPCs in a dystopian cyberpunk world where her name's Stingray. You listen to other NPCs in a dystopian cyberpunk world where no one really truly matters or has any individuality. Yet at the same time, this game gives depth to these characters' lives. Some of the grittiest, foulest people have their inner emotional torment healed by the bubbly love of others that mask their own existential depression. These characters all have their own perspectives, beliefs, worldviews, and insights revolving around them, their careers, and just the outlook of the world in general. Are news outlets a reflection of people's true feelings and what they want to see in other people? How do androids feel about being treated as surrogates for dead family members? How do relationships haunt us years in the future when they're literally impossible to repair or receive closure for? These are just a few of the dozen questions that the game plants into your mind, and time again, you wish you could reach into this world and have a conversation with these multi-layered people for hours on end. But even in the most detailed and lore-centric games, nobody wants to have to churn through pages of monotonous walls of text. This is why Valhalla focuses on creating an environment that is as relaxing as possible in order to make the digestion of long bouts of conversation much more smooth. It even tells you at the start screen to get comfortable. Valhalla utilizes its simple and recurring environments to its advantage, where every time you enter them, something's different, but nothing to completely take you out of the loop. Jillian's room becomes more and more cluttered with knickknacks that she buys herself throughout the game. New news stories pop up on Jillian's phone. The television at the bar is constantly swapping between new advertisements. Speaking of the bar, one of the best selling points of Valhalla is the music. Many of the songs fit right into the cyberpunk world, with heavy synth and mechanical sounds spliced in. But its soundtrack also includes melancholic tunes tinged with sadness and hopelessness that serve not just as a sad song to play during a sad narrative beat, but fit right into the somber world of Valhalla itself. Because remember, this isn't some fantasy world of opportunity or hope. This is a world where people are infected with nanomachines designed to keep tabs on people and are ruled over by a corrupt legal system. The game reminds you that these aren't exactly happy people, they're just doing whatever they can to survive. But although they may be lost and insignificant alone, Valhalla reminds us that if unified, people can reclaim some of that lost happiness, no matter how grim things may be for them. Valhalla is ultimately a game about people and the effect that we have on each other. People can give our lives a meaning, bring us happiness, haunt our present years after the fact with either uncertainty or certainty. It is a game that reminds us that no matter how insignificant we may think we are in the grand scheme of things, how worthless we may be in an uncaring, unloving world, we are all connected to each other in some meaningful way, from lovers, to clients, to drinking buddies at a seedy bar.